Alright guys, I am back in my studio from Star Wars Celebration. I am indeed home, and I wanted to do this video to follow up with the 30-minute breakdown that me and Dash Star did over on his channel about the trailer for Star Wars Last Jedi. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to his video where it was a 27-minute breakdown. We went frame by frame, but even though we went frame by frame, this trailer is so dense that there were some things that we missed, and maybe some things that some of you guys missed. Of course, there are things that you guys caught that we missed. So that's just how it is with these things. We were watching the trailer on our laptops, and as many of you know, laptops don't always have the best sound compared to, like, you know, big speakers and whatnot. So now, when we went back and rewatched it, especially me, I've noticed, I'm sure he did too, we noticed some things that we didn't notice the first time. So I wanted to talk about that and kind of respond to some things I've been reading in the community. So this is going to be like my Star Wars Last Jedi, like, you know, things you missed video, breaking down the trailer, the teaser. And then over on Dash's channel, I'll leave a link to get the full length one. So a couple things I wanted to talk about real quick with you guys here. First of all, this opening scene. Right, it looks like Rey's gasping for air, and she might be. Some people have said that maybe Luke is force choking her. I don't think that's the case. I think she's just having probably a traumatizing vision. The trailer would go on to have Luke say, you know, breathe, you know, look forward and whatnot. And of course, she responds by saying, you know, I see the darkness and the light, so to speak. Let me see here. I'll show you guys. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. What do you see? Yeah. Now, of course, the light here is Leia, and of course the whole resistance, really. Light. You know, okay. What I wanted to show you guys here is I saw some people saying this was Darth Vader's helmet. No, this is definitely, without question, Kylo Ren's. You can see the little shards here from the front plate. You can see the plastic is more Kylo Ren-esque. Nothing really Vader-like here. This is not the burnt-up Vader mask. However, some very interesting things here. Notice that there's smoke. I don't know if you guys see that. See that? There's smoke coming out of the mask. So Dash and I thought that maybe he destroyed the mask by smashing it, but no, it appears like he may have burnt the mask, or maybe the mask got burnt. Maybe he realized, and I saw some people saying this, that he does not need the mask anymore. He doesn't need to be a wannabe Darth Vader. Why be the next Darth Vader? We could be the first Kylo Ren. That might be Kylo's, you know, mentality in this film. Also, in this scene, you do hear the Emperor talking about the Force in the background. And of course, I should mention the scene with Leia. You can hear her say, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi." We did not notice this the first time, and I wonder if you guys did too. Little layers here that Rian Johnson's adding to this teaser trailer. Darkness. You hear him say that. Now, this is kind of hard to see right here. Some people are saying that this right here is actually 8 books. I can't tell because it's too dark to tell. I originally thought this was like a cavern or something, but I think Star Wars Reading Club pointed out that these are actually books. And some people are saying, oh, this is actually the Journal of the Wills. Now, go ahead. We're going to go a little deeper here. Now, of course, again, I've had some people say that this symbol here is the symbol of the Gray Jedi. No, it is and it isn't. It is. I'll show you guys. It's this symbol right here. This is the symbol of the Jedi Order, obviously. But the thing about this symbol, I'll get to that in a minute. The thing about this symbol is that this is very, very old. These books are very, very old. And like we talked about in the Dash video, they're probably, you know, ancient. I don't know if it's a Journal of the Wills. Some people are saying that this is definitely the Journal of the Wills. Others are saying, no, it's not Journals of the Wills. It's just a really old book. I'm going to lean more towards it being an old book because this is, of course, the symbol of the Jedi Order. Unless, of course, the Wills were like an older version, like the first version of the Jedi Order. I always thought the Wills were just Force users. I didn't know they were actually Jedi, like in that, you know, label. But this is definitely some old Jedi literature, without question. We know that.
The balance is so much bigger.
Now, you know, Luke's thing is so much bigger. This shot right here, some people have said that right there you see Yoda. It's not Yoda. I don't know. It's not. Will we see Yoda in the film? I think so. I think Frank Oz will come back and portray Yoda as a ghost. There were rumors about this last year. I think we will see Ghost Yoda in this movie. Again, my opinion. Now then, of course, the big trailer picks up here with the J.J. Abrams flipping letters thing from Force Awakens. They brought that back. Now, I think this planet here is called, I think it was called Kratos, I believe. And this red stuff is actually the sand. Very different terrain. But what did we not notice the first time? Let me show you guys. All right, right there. What do you see back there? I did not notice this until the second or third time I watched this trailer. Yes, those are indeed walkers. However, I don't expect this fight to be like the Hoth fight. We are expecting something totally different here in this fight with these ships that some people are calling B-Wings, or I've seen different names for them, these speeder things. Now, what are these walkers? Well, our friends over at MakingStarWars.net has talked about this a few days ago, that they are basically what are called heavy assault walkers that are used by the First Order. They're twice as tall as the regular Imperial walkers, as you can see right here in this concept art, and the front looks like this. Little bit different here, more of a neck protected with guns. These are the First Order's, I guess you can say, what do you call them, upgraded walkers. They are indeed here, so we can expect a ground battle at some point in the film, possibly in the climax, I don't really know, between the Resistance and the First Order. I think this is the Resistance right here. These are their ships. They are racing ahead towards the walkers. We've kind of talked about this before. There's not much to tell here, you know, extra. We talked about this as well on the Dash thing, how either Chewie and R2 leave Ahch-To, or the First Order show up on Ahch-To, and this is a fight on Ahch-To because the Millennium Falcon has left the planet. Or maybe it's on the planet being piloted by Rey. I don't think so, though.
I only know
Rey's running. Here we have Kylo Ren. Let me actually hear that real quick.
I only know one truth.
That I only know one truth. Some people have been saying that is Kylo. It doesn't really sound like Adam Driver. I mean, if you think it is, that's fine. It's whatever. We'll find out later. Here, of course, we have the scene of Luke in the Jedi Temple being burnt down. And there's Phasma. Again, this is some directorial trickery here. This scene with Phasma breaking in here, that's not from the Jedi Temple. This is from a different scene in the movie. This is probably from when they actually find the Resistance and are coming to kick some booty. This space fight right here looks pretty interesting. Something different and unique. What planet is, we don't know. It just looks amazing. I mean, it looks beautiful.
It's time for the Jedi to end.
Some people have said that is Kylo Ren's voice. It has been confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. It has been confirmed officially that is Luke Skywalker's voice. So Luke Skywalker is talking about the Jedi ending. Now, if you're wondering what does he mean by that, well, I have a video I also did with Dash on my channel I want you guys to check out, where we basically took about 16 minutes or so to analyze that line. What does Luke mean by this is the end of the Jedi? And it may not be what you think. It may not be what you think. I don't think it means that Luke is actually going to, you know, kill himself or kill Rey or any of that stuff. Some people have also said that maybe Luke is saying it's time for the Jedi to end this battle. Like there's more to it than that. No, we have our own theories on it, and of course I want to hear you guys' theories as well about what the hell could be going on with Luke and what he's saying. I'm very curious. But there's going to be a lot to dissect here. I think I've covered pretty much everything with the 3 videos I did with Dash, one on his channel, one on my channel, and this one right here. If I think of anything else to cover as far as this trailer goes, I probably will do that. But I don't think that there's going to be much left until we get more stuff. We're supposed to get a behind-the-scenes reel, and we're supposed to get another trailer maybe sometime in the summer. So hopefully we'll get more, because this one teaser is just not enough. I mean, I was happy to have been there at Celebration when all this went down, but I still wanted more. But of course, as a fan of something, who doesn't want more? Anyways, let me know down below in the comments what you think about what I've said. Is there anything else that I missed? Is there anything else that we should be focusing on here. I think I clarified some things, some confusion, but if there's anything you think that I missed, please feel free to comment. I'll be more than happy to read it and be probably amazed at whatever I may have missed, but it's going to be interesting to see where this movie goes. Definitely the most interesting and intriguing Star Wars movie we've had in quite some time. I mean, I would say, you know, with the prequels, we kind of knew what the end goal was there, right? Because they're prequels. These, it could go anywhere. It really could. Thank you so very much, guys. Let me talk to you guys later. Leave a comment. We'll talk there. May the Force be with all of you. See you later.